All right, hello, and welcome to this moment where I get to hang out with my para swimming friend, Malcolm Smith. Let me just tell you, I got to meet Malcolm, and it was like totally unexpected because I just changed my seat and I wasn't really having good swim times in that moment, but I got to meet Malcolm, and so that's why we're here. I love his vibe, and I just wanted to share his spirit with all of you. So thank you, Malcolm.
Woo, no problem. Uh,
I love it. So let's get into some background, like whatever you want to share with everyone. Like, I found you do music, like let's hear a little about Malcolm.
so yeah, my name is Malcolm. I just turned 30 September. What I do for fun, well, my passion is music. Um, I actually I actually had another passion before my accident, which was dance. Dance, I used to be a professional dancer, ballet, hip hop, contemporary jazz, modern, technically trained dancer. And I needed another outlet after my accident because, it was just very, very hard for me to just, you know, reality was hard for me. So I had to find different things that could help me out. So I found music, and I was able to put all my feelings and all my thoughts through music. And um, yeah, so that's what I do. I engineer, I produce, I write, I sing. That's what I do.
And let me just say, like, it is really good. Like, I like found you on Spotify. I was just like, I love listening to music when I'm writing, and I was like, whoa, like this is dope. Like, and that's
Uh,
why I wanted to name this episode Vibin, because I just love your vibe and like all the things that you're doing. And so would you be able to share a little bit about your accident, like how that happened, and maybe just a little bit of what you've learned, from that, and now pursuing the swimming career.
yes, for sure. So December 3rd of 2010, I was in a car accident. I was coming back from the mall. I woke up early in the morning because one of my friends asked if I could ride with them to the mall to drop this girl off. So I went with my best friend. My best friend was at the time was sitting in the front seat. I was sitting in the back seat. And the driver, was driving or whatever. And when the car crash happened, I was asleep in the back seat. So I literally was walking one day, went to sleep, and things were totally different the next day. So it was a head-on collision. Um, the the other driver, I think she broke her wrist and fractured her spine. The driver in my seat broke his leg, his ankle, and his arm. The passenger in my car, which was my best friend at the time, she had a gash above her eye, like right here, and you could see her skull, like the white of her skull. And me, I was just in the back seat, like just screaming because I was in so much pain because like I guess my that's when my spine broke. So um after that I went to this place called the Shepherd Center for rehabilitation, and they were really, really good. I love the Shepherd Center. The Shepherd Center really helped me out with a lot. And I tried to go back to school, but so I was in school at the time. I was at Clark Atlanta University during the time of my accident. And after I was in the hospital. I went to Shepherd Center and I tried to do my rehabilitation. I tried to go back to school, and that was a mistake because like I had different classes and it was heals. So I was still like healing. I thought I was already healed, but I was still healing. And then I was trying to go to these different classes. And one class was all the way up a hill. The next class was all the way down the hill. So I would have to like struggle. I was struggling to get to my classes. So I was just like, I wanted to show that I was unstoppable. Nothing could stop me regardless. but I had to realize like, okay, I am unstoppable, but I just need to take a break and kind of like heal a little bit more because I was like trying to go too fast. But that's when I started, like once I realized, okay, I need to take a break from school, I started to do music and I engulfed myself in music. So yeah, that's a
Oh,
little.
I love it. And so, like, with, the rehabilitation of your accident, is that where you found swimming? Did you know how to swim before? Like, how is now the swimming journey of like
Yeah.
becoming a Paralympian and all this? Like, how did that come about?
So um, I was a lifeguard before my accident. So I had already knew how to swim. My whole family like swims. Like we're just a swimming family. Um, so I already knew how to swim before my accident. Then afterwards, I decided to just try it again. And it was different because, swimming you have to kick your legs. But me, I'm just all moving my upper part. So it was very different. It was a little bit harder, but I mean I figured it out, definitely figured. And yeah, so that swimming also helped me to have structure, something to do, like going to practice. I was able to not be in my head as much as I normally would. Even through music, I learned that I kind of can sabotage myself from being in my head a lot, trying to think about different thoughts and going backwards and stuff. So swimming allowed for me to just come outside of myself and have a structure to do something that I normally don't do and push myself past the limits that I felt comfortable in. So yeah.
Yeah, I love it. And so, like, so when was your first para meet, that when you met other people that have a disability, and like then it's just like, okay, like let's just see where this goal goes, right? Let's see where the swimming can take me and all these things.
Yes. So the first time that I was introduced into swimming after my accident, it was a para no a parathon or like Shepherd Center has these little things to where you have swimming. It's like a competition. There's swimming. There's like cycling. There's basketball and rugby. And I went to this camp and I was introduced to that and I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know people in wheelchairs was doing this kind of stuff. I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so dope. So I I did pretty good. I did better than I thought I was gonna do, and that's what like opened my eyes to be like, okay, maybe I could possibly compete. And so I talked to one of the coaches, and it was like, oh yeah, come down, come down. So I started swimming, and I did my first swim meet, and I saw so many different type of people. Like it was just like wow, like it was just amazing. One amazing experience just to see people who have my disability or people who have less than what I can do that still go out there, still strive to be the best, still try their best, and they're fast as crap. They're fast. So it's like I don't know. This was a blessing. Swimming was a blessing to me, for sure.
I love it. And so then, like, I'm sure, like, music and swimming, like, have given you this, like, new, like, joy, right? Of, like, being able to see yourself beyond your disability at this point,
Yeah,
you know?
100%.
Oh, I love that so much. And so, how do you feel like your journey of, after, because it's been like 12 years since your accident, like, how have you impacted others, from them seeing you from, getting this rehabilitation to now being able to get in the water and share with others your story?
Yeah, so it's almost like a dream. All of this is almost like a dream. Like me getting in an accident, I never would have ever thought that I would ever like that's not how I felt my life was going to go. But I guess, the higher power is always in control. So it's like I just realized that I am not in control of anything. This I'm just a vessel, and this is I'm living for a higher power. So it's clear that like I'm supposed to be here, because if I wasn't, I would have passed away in that car crash. So I just wanted to, like, I've been having thoughts that, I need to do something with what I have. I can't just be here and just not do anything. I need to inspire people, because I feel like if I can do it, so can you. There's no reason why, if I can do something, you saying that you can't do it. There's no reason why you can't do it. If I can get my butt up and go swimming and do music and do all the things that I'm doing, there's no excuse for you. And then I also learned, just being around people with disabilities, that um, just be grateful for what you have. Be grateful. Like, I thought the world was ending. I thought that, just give up. I felt like I should give up. But when I saw different people, um, that I saw quadriplegics, I saw um, people, just different type of people with different injuries, and I saw, like, wow, like, if they didn't give up, why should I give up? They actually gave me the push to keep going. So yeah.
Oh, I love it. And it just goes to show that, like, we are all here to expand, right? And who knows that if you would have had legs like that worked, like, would you have expanded in the capacity that you're expanding now? And so it is so true, like how, like, even me, like, and being a breaststroker now, right? And like really like having to dive into my disability in a way that I never would have dove in if I didn't get this opportunity. So a lot of times when we see things as, oh, this is awful, like, it actually, there's a miracle behind it to really push us and allow us to pursue more and more. So I just love that, you're taking this miracle of a life, right? And you're moving mountains and showing people what's possible with every breath you take.
Yes, I feel like that's important, because, like, some people are just their worst critics. Like, people get down on themselves. Nobody really knows what goes on in people's heads. So I try to, like, I think that, like, I got the blonde hair, and I try to, like, make sure I look presentable, because people are shallow. People look at things and be like, ooh. So I feel like if I can be someone that people look at and say, ooh, once I open my mouth and I share the things that I know and share the knowledge I know, it will stick. It will stick to those who are not looking at the people that are not like, ooh, nice. I feel like the things that I will say will spark interest in someone or inspire someone. So that's why I try to make sure that I'm always on point. I'm hard on myself, but I just know that people are looking, people are watching, people are looking. So when they do show interest or they ask a question, I feel like I can give them a broader answer, or a broader um, understanding of something, a deeper understanding of different things, like life.
Yeah, because you've embodied these wisdom codes, of your journey, and no one can like teach that to you. No one can tell it to you. Like, you have lived it, and that's the embodiment of wisdom. And when each of us actually like embody our own wisdom, like, yes, we're meant to go out there and share it with the world and say, like, yes, like, this is the only me that is here, but I have something that maybe you can be inspired by or motivated by that will now tune into yourself so that you can now embody, the wisdom that is you. So I love it.
Yes.
Oh, so good. And so, what is one tip that you would give your past self to continue progressing towards your future self?
Wow. Let's see. A tip that I would give my past self. Um, I would say Honestly, it sounds cliche, but I would say just do it. Just do it. Like, because I remember my past self, I was like, I was very talented, but I was shy. So I wasn't able to, I didn't want to like look stupid or feel, like I'm lame or something. But what I realize now is that like you only live one life. You're here and then you're gone. So why not just do what you want to do? And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But at least you tried. At least you did it. At least you can say, I did do that. You know, I did try that. And you will have the knowledge behind all of that. You'll have the knowledge, the wisdom, and what you've learned from that. And if you want to do it again, you can do it better. But just go out there and do it. Whatever you want to do, just do it. That's what I tell myself. Don't be scared.
I I love it. I'm like, Nike, sign this guy
Right.
right here. Just do it.
It's so cliche, but that's so it's real.
Yes, I love it. And so, where can everyone find you so they can continue to learn about your journey and see, all the amazing things that are unraveling within you?
Okay, so my Instagram, I have an Instagram. It is Jimmy_Hefner_official. And my YouTube is Jimmy Hefner. That's my artist name, so that's where that comes from.
I love
So
it. Just like my swimmer name, Mergoddess,
right.
everybody's got to have it's like your inner child, right? Like coming out, like this is me. And I love the name because like it just feel like the way that you presenting your music, like I just feel like the name goes with it. And can I ask like where did that name, like what made you want that name for yourself?
Okay, so I love Jimi Hendrix. Jimi Hendrix is one of the best, dopest guitarists in just ever, and I just loved how unapologetic he was, and just how he acted. So that's where that came from, Jimmy, and then Hefner, Hugh Hefner. He always had all the playmates around him, all everyone. He was just like cool, like very cool. So I named myself Jimmy Hefner, the soulful playboy. Get it?
Ah, I love it. Yeah, but it's like even like your singing like kind of gives off that vibration of like this soulful, like playful, like just
Mm-hmm.
being, and so it totally I could feel the energy behind it is definitely cool.
Thank you, Sarah.
Cool. Well, anything else you want to leave us with today? I'll link everything in the description so everyone can find you. But this has been so fun.
It has been fun, and I love like speaking about these kind of things because I feel like people need to hear this. And if I could reach someone, um, then I feel like my job is done. I feel like I would have loved to, while I was going through my rehabilitation and I was in the hospital after my accident, I would have loved to talk to someone like me or to see someone like me, because it would have, like, I would have been like, wow, like, okay, maybe there is hope for me, or maybe there is love, or maybe there is happiness outside of this or the accident or whatever happened to me, my disability. So I love this. I love what you're doing. This is amazing, Mergoddess. And yes, I'm gonna need some of that angel spray.
Yes, 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 for sure. Yeah. This has been amazing. I love what you're doing. I'm so grateful that I've created a platform to share stories, and share energy, right? Share this like powerful um like things that we get to be, right? We came here to be these creators, and why not be able to spread love through our journeys and express and express and express and expand in the ways that make us feel amazing. So I just love what I'm getting to do. I love what you're getting to do. And I'm excited for everyone listening and what you're going to do and all the things. So I'm so grateful for this connection. I'm excited to see you in national championships. I know it's going to be amazing. And to be continued, right? I'm just excited to follow your journey and more connections, right? And more conversations.
For sure. I plan on being here again.
Yes, I know. I plan on you.
I'm coming back.
You are for sure. Oh, I love it. Well, thank you again and see you all in another moment. Bye for now.